I think through the accessibility of it all, and that you're able to give learning this language with all that you got without any stressors such as money or grades behind it. And so that you're just really focused on giving this class the best shot that you have. And along with that, you have such a great team behind you that is really invested and committed into your learning, such as the professors who are giving you such detailed and quick feedback and who are always ready to meet with you if you need some more supplementary learning, along with mentors who are so kind and sweet and that you meet with weekly, and that you're able to just practice really engaging with the language with other people.
Every week we had mentor meetings that made sure that like we were staying on top of everything, and that like if we didn't understand anything or if there was something like stuck in our mind, like we had a resource directly for us every single week to go to for any help. And then so as the week progressed, like we slowly watched our Spanish getting better and better until it was the time for the placement exam, which set us up perfectly because everything that was covered in the placement exam was something that like we had gone over previously and something that we had gone over in well detail. I was hoping to take this class because after 1060 I knew that like if I studied harder, like I could get placed into a higher Spanish, or and I'm also planning to graduate early, so I thought that that would like be really beneficial to me, and Spanish 160 helped incredibly with that, and I was able to place out, which I'm really grateful about.
One of my favorite parts about the Spanish 160 course was the quick feedback from the instructors. I feel like that was really essential to developing my writing. And since the course wasn't graded traditionally and that it wasn't GPA bearing, it felt like I could step out of my comfort zone without the fear of getting something wrong and being punished for it on a rubric. Being able to do that broadened my vocabulary and also broadened the grammar structures that I use. And I feel like it made me a better writer. It also, the immediate feedback, everything, all the feedback was given while everything was still fresh in my head. So I remembered how I used something, and I didn't have to wonder, I wonder why I did that. I knew exactly why I did that and why it was wrong now. So being able to look at mistakes I made when I was trying something out that maybe was a little bit more uncomfortable to me, or also seeing a mistake I made in something that felt easy to me, was really valuable, and I feel like it made me a better writer.
The weekly mentor meetings really helped me gain confidence in my speaking abilities. The mentors helped correct me on my grammar structures and different verb agreements, which just made me a more confident Spanish speaker.
The weekly check-ins with our coaches, our peer coaches, I think that really kind of simulated the like community perspective and atmosphere that we felt in 1060, and it was really conducive to being able to not only learn but use what we learned to practice hands-on activities with others, as well as receive immediate feedback for things that we were doing well and things that we could use a little bit of help on. So I definitely thought that was a great way to set up the course. With respect to the deadlines and things, definitely thought it was manageable. I like how it was self-paced, very clear what the course was expecting from you and what you would be getting in return.
If I were talking to a new student, especially a transfer student, and especially a non-traditional transferred student, I would tell them you have to do it. You absolutely have to do it, because I think it's one more step in the process of welcoming you into the university system. Had a lot of butterflies and a lot of nerves, and I think that just getting my feet wet with this course it was the welcome that I needed.
If I was talking to a new student, I would explain how this course supports real progress if you put in the work. I had the goal of either testing out of Spanish requirement at UVA or testing into a higher Spanish. And so I put in a bunch of effort to the course and took advantage of all the opportunities. And it really helped me further my Spanish skills.
If I was talking to new students, I would say definitely try to take this course. Doesn't really matter what level of Spanish you are. Take this course just to, whether it is to brush up on your current Spanish or to increase your skills going into a new semester. There really isn't a reason not to take the course. The course load in terms of the work is actually quite reasonable. and you get a lot done in a very short amount of time, just 6 weeks. Plus, it's free, and so there's no reason not to take the course.